I can see you, honey. Can you see me?
Yes, honey. You know, it's crazy.
Dog, not you start rolling your tongue, speaking in tongues at the end of that video. Oh, shit.
Oh shit. So hey,
Hey,
hey. What I was trying to tell you was, yeah, you all right. You popped in with the robe. At the end of the day, these pastors, they get on they go in the pulpit. They got their shit on, and by the time they done, they done came out their clothes anyway. What? Here we go with this movement.
thank you, Abby. You're beautiful as well, my love. When I used to be in the choir, and especially at Greater Grace, remember we used to wear them heavy robes. They was like this, y'all, but they was like long to the floor, and then they had like, it was like one layer, and then it was like this extra layer that had like the church's emblem on it. So that very first layer was probably about 10 pounds. And then that little sash you put on that went from the back to the front, that probably was about 5 pounds. So you had 15 pounds of choir robe. And then I was in a youth choir when I had to wear my choir robe. So we used to have to rock from side to side. When I tell you, I didn't understand why they wanted us to wear clothes under them choir robes. This choir robe is heavy as hell. You think I'm about to have on a long ass skirt underneath my shit? Oh, no, 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 not big wit. I used to have my little whole dress on up under my shit, and I was 16. I didn't even know what a whole dress was. But me, I was finding the littlest shit I could wear up under my choir robe. My mom used to be like, well, you gonna wear that? Or I'm going to pass out. Shit, you want me to sing or you want to go in and call the EMS? Oh, shit.
Yeah, what I was not trying to do was sing in nobody's choir. You know, no. Because really, as it was, we was already in church too long. You know what
Just the
I mean? I think 30 minutes of the word is enough. Because the truth is, I can go home and read my own Bible. So I be wanting to know, what are we doing this for? You know what I'm saying? And, you know, it's very interesting because if you really think about it, I could get out my Bible right now, finesse them scriptures, get to huffing and puffing, and at some point I should get some tithes. I just, that's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Cash at me.
I mean, if you make you a church, I don't know.
I'm just saying, because I mean, you can read that Bible. You really can. I mean, I don't know the legible version, but I don't need them to do it. I'm not gonna tip you. You think about it though, for real. I mean, would you tip your Kindle when you read it? So I'm trying to figure out, why am I tipping him? Read me the Bible. So I'm paying.
Because you got to pay the bills, honey. They got to pay the electricity.
Preach out your motherfucking basement. That's what you need to do.
People do, but they take tithes to pay their rent. Because it ain't going to be no basement if I can't pay for this building. But my thing is, they need to just call tithes what it is. Tithes, literally. And you know how what's crazy is on some church envelopes, they have tithes and then they have a building fund. That's really all the tithes is a building fund. You got to pay for the fucking building. You paying the rent, the water bill, so y'all can flush the toilet in the bathroom and shit. Wash your hands for people who do wash their hands when they come out the bathroom. They got to pay the electricity, and they got to pay the rest of the fucking bills, pay the sound man, the motherfucking guitar player, the rest of these motherfuckers. Call tithes bills, because literally, if we're reading our Bible, and I'm not trying to be funny, but if we read our Bible, the tithe was never money. It was a sacrifice. It was the 10th. In Bible days, people sacrificed animals. So their tithe was oxes and yokes, things like that. It was never money. It was just in modern day Christianity did the tithe, the 10th, become a 10th of your paycheck. Bitch, you don't know how much I get paid. So if I give you $5, that was 10%. You know what I'm saying? Because that's all I had to fucking sacrifice. You know, at the very end of the day, the tithe in the Bible was a sacrifice. So if you go to church your whole life and you just giving up 10%, you can't read. Your ass don't listen and you can't interpretate. Tithe is a sacrifice. All them scriptures that they telling you what tithe is, it's a 10th, it's a sacrifice. You got motherfucking 5 cattle, you sacrifice 5% of them motherfuckers. You got 50, 5 of them motherfucking cows gotta go. It's a sacrifice. I remember one time I had sacrificed motherfucking rap music. I had just gave up rap music. Fuck it, Jesus. This is not going nowhere for me. I'm sacrificing rap music. And I gave it up to God for my sacrifice for the 10th. As long as you got your relationship with God, y'all gotta stop letting these preachers dictate what the fuck y'all go through. Cause that would be crazy. Y'all be broke as fuck giving y'all 10 to the church. Meanwhile, your fucking lights is going off. Not me. Not me.
The way I see it is, you know, I respect the hustle. I respect the pimping. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stay home. You see what I'm saying? And I'm gonna keep my 10% because the thing is, to be honest, I got my own DTE. And see, me trying to pay yours.
But the 10% is not money. That's the thing. It's just your sacrifice to God.
They don't want that. Right. They care about the sacrifice that I'm about to do, you know, on a couple of scrimps or something. They don't care about that. What they want that dollar.
Yes, sure they do want that dollar.
By now, I'm sure cash app the pastor. I'm pretty sure. He throwing a cash app.
I'm sure you can cash out pastors too. Especially after the pandemic, they probably definitely was seeing cash at me. But me, I ain't have a cash app for a pastor. I don't. If like you said, shit, I'm gonna open up a church. But me, I don't think God would call me to open up a church because I don't like the people who come to my church. They'd probably be cussing, like that cussing pastor. Yeah. Everybody, repeat after me. Fuck that shit. Like, and that be what's going on in church too. We don't be honest enough during these passages. These pastors want to get you in the church and always be like, turn to your neighbor and tell your neighbor, we coming out on top. No, me as a pastor, I better turn to your neighbor and tell your neighbor, stop playing that bullshit. Like, stop fucking over your bullshit ass self. Like, that's what be wrong with us. And that's what be wrong. We be putting all our shit in these pastors, and they not sending the right messages. Yeah. And you know what would be crazy, too, about church? And I don't even think we meant to come in and start talking about church, too. But what be crazy about church is you notice every year it be your year. Ain't that what every pastor, every motherfucking watch night service or first the fucking New Year service, end of the new old year service, it's always going to be that next year going to be your year. You do this or this and that. Me as a pastor today, if this was my ordination for everybody who might watch this shit, my word to y'all is fuck what the fuck people saying. If you want this to be your year, make it your year, okay? So turn to your neighbor and tell your neighbor to get off your motherfucking ass and stop bullshitting, okay? I don't think you can say that in church. That's what I'm saying. My whole congregation will be confused as fuck. Like, can we say that? Shit. But yes, you can. Turn to your motherfucking neighbor right now and say, neighbor, stop bullshitting with yourself and wake the fuck up and do what you got to do for you. Because ain't nobody going to make it help you but you. But these pastors, they don't want that. They can't cuss at you because they want your money. Yeah, they want that fucking light bill to be paid.
Exactly. Your church will be talking shit with.
My church. It will. You know what? Talking shit with. My God. I think that was the revelation. That's a show. That definitely is. Talking shit with.
Is that
my God? It'll be some shit out of Revelations. Every day, every Sunday in my church, it'll be like an episode of Manifest. Like, what the fuck just happened here? Shit.
Listen, I will go up if I was the pastor, I go up in there and be like, turn to your neighbor and tell them, make sure you wash your ass and brush your teeth. Because I smell.
Right. Before you talk to me, did you brush your teeth?
Man.
That'll be me on the pulpit. Don't turn to nobody if your ass about to send their ass to halitosis and shit. Don't nobody want to hear that, smell that bullshit. People who be talking, these motherfuckers got a cloud of shit meet you before they fucking words do. Next thing you know, you confused as fuck. You don't know what the fuck they said because your ass is knocked the fuck out somewhere. Trying to figure it out.
That's too much. And why is church bathrooms always nasty as hell? They always smell.
Honey, like, that bathroom at Greater Grace didn't smell. That motherfucker always smelled like that freshener. But you know what other church bathrooms did smell? You know what places, you know what though? It's not the bathrooms. It's the people that use the bathrooms. Because some of you women, And I can only speak for women because I don't go to men bathrooms. I don't have a dick. So some of you women be out here smelling like fucking trout. And you know you when you go in the bathroom, you stink when you pull your fucking pants down and smell that fucking sit down air when your ass fucking squat to use the bathroom. But y'all be out here still trying to pass that shit around. If your pussy stink, you should not use bathrooms that's open to the public. Go to a family bathroom and take some spray. We don't want to smell that shit. Then that shit linger on to the whole fucking day. Next thing you know, every time somebody go in the bathroom, all they fucking smelling is fucking sea bass and fucking ass.
Nah.
Ass stink. I don't, and motherfuckers who hug you who musty. Bitch, you know you musty. You can smell the shit before we do. Why give a hug? I hate when people put me in positions to where I be wondering if it's me. Like, damn, do I stink? I remember one day I was riding around with a coworker because I know this motherfucker don't work the internet, so he'll never see this. And I was riding around with a previous coworker of mine looking at apartments, and we was like stuck up in this fucking car. And this motherfucker stunk so bad, I really thought it was me. Like, every time we made a stop, I was trying to secretly smell myself like, damn, do we smell this shit? Like, I thought it was me. Because it ain't no way in hell you smell like this and you would take me out. But in my eyes, I was like, what have I done all day to smell as such? So I'm sitting here literally, nigga, like in the car like this. Shit. What is this about? And I only figured out it wasn't me when we got to the second stop and we got out and it was fresh air. So once I got to the fresh air and I was like trying to sniff myself going into these buildings, because there's no way in hell I can be trying to pick up apartment applications smelling like sewer. So I'm sitting here like, shit, okay, it's not me, it's him. So by the time I figured out it wasn't me, it was him, I said, you know what, let's just go back to work. You know, I'm not going to find an apartment today anyway. I got enough applications. I can't do the shit. My God.
I would be like, baby, not back to work. We don't want to smell that shit either. Damn, that's
no.
crazy.
I didn't have to sit by his ass, so I didn't smell it at work. It was only because we was confined in that little ass car. You know, you be in open spaces with people, shit lingers. You know, you might not see. People got Febreze and shit. That shit probably in the air killing it. I don't know. So once we got in that little bitty ass car, that work car, and we was driving around looking for fucking shit places and shit, honey, like, I literally, like, even thinking about the shit's making me want to puke. Like, it's no way you can smell like this. Like, this motherfucker smelled like stale air was, like, lingering. Like, smooth operator. Shit. Not you got a broom out there. Bitch. Not today. Not today. So now you got weapons to combat the bugs. My God.
Listen, all I can do is offer me, honey, and this is just what it is. Ooh, they coming back. Sha-na-na. Okay.
Yeah.
Did you see my story last night? I was going in.
I didn't. I haven't really been on social media a lot today. Is that when you was in the dark?
Yeah.
Me and Lloyd had started to watch it, but I think that's right when his brother had came or something like that.
Oh, Lord.
What was you talking about?
Girl, I don't know. I was ranting shit. I wasn't saying nothing with no structure or nothing, I'm sure.
I know structure. Oh, my God. Honey, did that post that I sent you that lady said, what is these men bringing to the table? And then people was like, if you selling pussy, just say that. Now that's, you know what? And the thing is with women, and I'm going to step on a few toes here. Because this goes back to your post about people having a lot of baby daddies and such.
Yeah.
Women does not take criticism well at all.
They don't.
You know, you can't say anything, especially when it pertains to a person's situation, and they feel like, okay, that's her opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Today, it's like we all have to comment on shit to validate a point. Like, I don't know. We got to stop being so sensitive. And it's not, I'm saying, like, we should have this testosterone, blah, 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 like, women so hard. But, all the rest of that shit, that's not cute. Don't
this, though, for real. When you come forward and you start acting a fool in the comments about some shit that's true, only thing that it tells me is that's your situation, because how else would I know? You know what I'm saying? I didn't tag you with it, and I don't even know who's watching. You know, it's not like the video shows you everybody who tapped in. And even if they did, I'm not about to go through that list, depending on how many views, you know what I'm saying? So, I'm not over.
I need a charger.
I'm not doing all that. You know, I try to communicate with everybody the best way I can, but I don't do no shit like that. So, I just, if women would just think, you know, sometimes just keep your mouth closed. Ain't nobody know your life is fucked up but you. You know it. And the hopes when we post these things, the hope is that you get your shit together. But no, instead you want to argue, which makes sense of why you're in this situation in the first place, because you talk more than you listen and observe. So what can you do?
My thing too is, like, we spend so much time trying to argue and validate points that has no substance, literally, to where when things do look ghetto and tired and tacky, it's like, why is that an argument? Like the whole bonnet thing in the airport, but then you had sis on the plane with the crab legs. Like, so you mad this bitch on the plane with crab legs, but you want to be okay with wearing a bonnet in the airport? Like, it makes no sense. It makes zero sense. Like, when exactly did wearing pajamas out in public become a thing? Yeah. Like, bonnets is not a hat. But bonnet never was a hat. You wear that motherfucking shit to sleep. You wear scarves to sleep. You wrap your hair up and you do that shit when you're laying down pillow night. It's not a fashion statement. And nowadays, we argue so much about how we should be able to have an expression or do what we do, say what we say, or be able to do what we want to do. But then, motherfucker post a picture with a bitch on the plane eating lobster. That bitch had a plate of lobster. Did you see that? Because it was not crawfish. That was lobster. Anyway, she had seafood broil on the plane, and we all upset about that shit. Like, and I get it. I'm not saying, oh, get on the plane with me and have a seafood broil, but this is an airport. This bitch didn't have to sneak this shit in. You know what I'm saying? The airport is the most secure place ever. That shit didn't go through her luggage. It went right past TSA, or she bought it at the airport. So to me, it's like, oh, everybody mad. Oh, she got the plane stinking, but you would be on the plane looking like a stinking hoe. Okay, what works? What works for you works for me. Shit, I don't know.
All of it is nonsense. All of it. Because I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like that lobster with a little bit of butter too. You know, I'd be ready to fuck it up myself, but I'm just out of consideration.
Not on the plane.
Yeah, not on the plane. I'm not doing that. And it just seemed like extra, like you going out your way to perpetuate what, and like who cares? I don't know, man.
I honestly don't know the lady, and I don't even want to say she was going out of her way. Like, some people, it's really just that ghetto. You know what I'm saying? Like, I honestly, it literally to me didn't seem like a reach. Like, she did that to go viral. You know what I'm saying? I think she literally was enjoying her seafood. And then when you look at it, like, for people who enjoy seafood is nasty when you got to reheat that shit. So she probably was trying to just enjoy her shit for what it was. Like, shit, I need to go ahead and eat this pan of lobster right now if it was going to kill her or not. I don't know if she was selling the shit. I don't know. But at the end of the day, I look at it like she just was a motherfucker who was doing her. No different than the people who wrap their hair to get on a plane and blah, blah, blah. Like, and I'm not saying you shouldn't protect yourself or protective styles and whatever, but scarves and bonnets and all of that shit was never anything we did. At me, I'm 33. So in my day growing up, you didn't wear pajamas outside. People who wore their pajamas outside was considered a joke. But now when Auntie Monique says something, everybody want to fight for the right to wear their bonnets in the airport. So if you want to wear your bonnet in the airport, sis should have been able to eat her fucking lobster on a plane. Should.
Being extra. That's really what it
extra as fuck.
And
I don't know. Maybe she was at the airport in New Orleans. Because the way they seafood set up, you ain't wasting that shit. Yeah.
Man, thinking about New Orleans too. Like, I need to go back. I need to turn this light on. And I got to position it in a way I won't get attacked. But I got this broom. I'm ready. I'm ready for these niggas tonight, baby. I'm ready.
I need to go back to New Orleans too, because the way they fucking scrimps was set up, baby. They seafood is something else in New Orleans. It is something else, okay? And everywhere you went, they were selling crawfish and shit. We was going to the gas station. I said, damn, y'all giving away gas and fish? Shit. Okay. I can get used to this. And then everywhere you went, they was nice as hell. Let me open the door for you, baby. Let me pull out the chair for you, baby. Do you need me to wipe the lips off your mouth, baby? Like, no, I can wipe my own lips. Shit, I got it. But you can do everything else, baby. Shit. My God. My God.
Oh, boy, at that one spot, baby.
At that gas station. When we was on our way to out to the country, that po' boy.
And that ignorant bag of shrimp I bought. Sha-na-na.
Y'all, we was almost taken. No, we was almost on this movie. We was almost out of here. I don't know if it would have been on the Sci-Fi Channel, you know, regular news or something. But we almost was out of here because it was definitely some bitches in there definitely trying to get us for what it was. But we was smarter than that. We was definitely smarter than that. But you got to watch your back when you go out of town. That's the thing, because people be nice, but people be too nice. And y'all don't be out there with your friends or everybody. Now everybody getting drunk. Y'all know what's going on, blah, blah, blah. We having a good, no. Y'all going to be out here fucked up. Next thing you know, 20 years down the line, you're going to be somewhere trying to accuse somebody of fucking rape. Shit. No. Be smart. I'm just, I don't know. I'm tired of, and I don't want to seem like I'm victim shaming either, because what happens to people is not right. But sometimes people walk into these situations because they doing shit. Like, you can't be out here drinking, especially when you ain't with people you can really trust. And then some of y'all be like, well, these my friends. You know you can't trust that bitch. These is not your real friends. Is when you end a conversation with them and then you go talk to somebody else and you talking shit about them. No. And then it be y'all motherfuckers who travel together. No, these ain't y'all fucking friends. These just motherfuckers who couldn't afford the trip. Shit. Stop playing. I'm tired of that shit. People be out here. Y'all be out here in fake ass friendships. It's some people right now watching this live. I can't see how many people on it because y'all know I ain't got my glasses on. But however many people watching this live, it's some people right now watching this live who got some fake ass friends. And I'm not saying your friends is fake. You the fake ass friend. You got some fucking friends, you know that ain't your real fucking friends. Stop fucking playing. And then right now you can think in your head, oh, I want to travel somewhere. Travel to fucking Thailand. Well, let me hit up motherfucking Bill. You know you don't like Will ass. That's why you call him motherfucking Bill. You know I'm calling Bill. No, Billy is William. You know you don't like William.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, but you're going to call his ass because you know he can afford the trip. Not both y'all fake asses acting like real friends out here in a whole different country. Stop doing that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. Somebody come up missing. That motherfucker don't care. Well, the last time I seen him, he had 6 strawberry Hennessy's and he met Laura. And he said he wanted to fuck Laura. No, bitch, you know you shouldn't have let him fuck Laura. Y'all should have been running the train, if anything. Protect each other. Shit.
You know what? You see No Neck was talking about Lil Nas X? Talking about that kids.
How it wasn't fair and he wished he could afford to bring back the Source Awards. You talking about Benzino, right? No Neck.
Yeah. What I'm talking about.
It's talking about he mad at Lil Nas BET because Lil Nas X ain't even that big to be kissing on stage and shit. First off, bitch, you're not even that big to be having this conversation. Like, who are you? If you're talking about who not big, like, he's definitely more relevant than you and your fucking daughter who out here dating this fucking dyke trying to pass this man off as a girl. He's a girl. He definitely looks like a gay girl.
Yeah, I didn't think it was a boy either. I was very confused.
No, I didn't. I still don't think it's a boy. But hey.
Yeah, because
I'm trying to read these comments.
Oh, I'm holding it.
People just right. I'm sorry, y'all. If y'all comment, I ain't saying what. She holding that fucking stick because that's her. She's trying to fight bugs. It just gives me why. Yeah, you know what, y'all, but truthfully, everybody is trying to push transgender, LGBTQ, whatever on that's TV. If you look at it, at one point, you really didn't even have that shit in TV, mainstream TV. Now you look at it, and it's in every show. Yeah. Scandal, I think Scandal really was the first mainstream TV you could think about with Cyrus and, you know, his situation. Oh, yeah. After Scandal, you know, it's just trickled out in every single show, all on TV. Love and Hip Hop, reality, all of it. And they're pushing it on us because they want us to accept it. Let's look at this. I do sports talk, so for all y'all who don't watch sports talk, you know, tune in on Thursdays or just check out the website, whatever. The NFL just came out with the NFL is for everyone, blah, 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 after the Carl Nassib thing. But a few years, I mean, you know, maybe like 5 years ago or whatever, they had Sam Martin come out talking about he was gay. And he wasn't even in the NFL. He was in the NCAA. He was still in college. He never played a regular NFL game because they literally, like, bullied him. So he signed with the NFL, but before he could ever play, he fucking retired for mental health issues because he was literally bullied because of who he loved. And now you got years down the line where the NFL is saying, oh, this is this, blah, 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 blah. And two, not to make it a race thing, but if you look at it, to me, it's just so crazy because you got system, like racism, systemic, all of it, all kind of racism throughout everything. Colin Kaepernick take a knee and he blackballed. You know what I'm saying? They all bring up trying racial injustice. Now teams, oh, we gonna fine you if you take a knee, blah blah blah. But this is black people. This is a culture. But now you have LGBTQ. This is a culture, right? But the NFL stands with them. But they didn't stand with the culture of people taking, you know, a stand against things that was against this culture of people. But now this other culture of people, it's a difference. Like, you know, we as black people really got to just open our eyes to this shit. And I'm not saying, oh, you don't live in this America, but you move in this America correctly. Like, let's stop letting people make a mockery of us or, you know, treat us like shit and then expect a different result. Like, sometimes being woke don't mean, oh, I just know all of the Black American history. It's just, you know what the fuck's going on around you and you gonna act accordingly.
Right. So the kids just came back. They just pulled up on their bikes.
And this dog over here chewing on this bone like it ain't no tomorrow. Kids everywhere.
I want
Shh.
fried okra. Hey.
I know fried okra, that do sound good.
And
I wonder what Bill Cosby's first meal was. Was it some barbecue? That would have been my shit. Like, take me right to the hood and give me some ribs.
Ribs. It's just
That would have been my first meal out of jail. Actually, my one and only time I went to jail, my first meal out of jail was some Burger King. Shit, I need a Whopper Jr., so I'm quick. Yeah, I'm hungry.
You talking about when you were in jail for 30 minutes?
Yes, I was in jail. I was literally in jail for like 6 to 8 hours. And then I had just enrolled back in college at Rochester College. I was in my very first class. It was my Jesus class. And I was like telling the people like, damn, I'm missing my Jesus class because I'm in jail. Because Rochester College, for people who don't know, before it became a public university, it was private and it was a Christian school. It's probably still a Christian school, but it has more of those public values. So they don't probably force the Jesus classes on people like they did when it was a private college. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Rochester College is not Rochester College no more. It's Rochester University. It's definitely public.
Damn, I should know that seeing as I get the emails. Okay.
So back when it was just Rochester College, guys, when we went there, they forced Jesus classes upon you. So my very first class was like all about the Bible. It was a Jesus class. I can't think of the name of the class, but I'm like, damn, I done went to jail. I'm getting back in school, y'all. I had just got my hair done. So this was before I had the broccoli look. I had like a rat. I had just got my hair done. My shit was silky straight. I was in jail, like stressed out, sweating. So I kept like picking through my hair, like, oh my God, I can't let this shit sweat out. It was crazy. Like, then when they transferred me from the jail at the courthouse, well, let me just backtrack the story. Can I tell the story for them? Right quick.
About to tell
okay. So what had happened was I was somebody's ride to jail. I wasn't even supposed to be there. I mean, I was somebody's ride to court. So me and my baby had just turned 1. This was in August. Me and my baby was in court. She had dropped her pacifier on the way in. So I was like, I'm not about to pick that up off the ground. You know, you old enough to be out without this pacifier anyway, blah, blah, blah. So we get in there. She whining shit. Wing. It was this cop. This is a long story short version, y'all. It was this cop. This motherfucker he literally had to be one of them horseback riding ass cops. Because he had the big boots up to his knee. He come like through the hallway. Everybody shut the fuck up. Y'all loud in this bitch. Blah, blah, blah. So me and Madison, like, we ducked off in the corner anyway. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, he went through there. Whole quiet hallway got quiet. Bam. So the closer he gets to us, the more agitated, you know, my daughter started to be, because she ain't never been around no shit like that. So she starts crying because I guess she's scared of him. The closer she gets, the closer he gets to us, the more agitated she gets. She wasn't even loud in the first place, but she got louder as he got closer to where we were. So he began to walk up on me, and he was like, didn't I say everybody needs to shut up? You need to tell her to shut the fuck up and blah, blah, blah. So me, all I hear was tell her to shut the fuck up. Clearly, you see she a baby. She's sitting on my lap. This ain't no fucking midget. She look like a baby. So I'm like, damn, you gonna tell my baby to shut the fuck up? So I completely like went Diary of a Mad Black Woman on this man in the hallway. It was other police there. It was. I was like, listen, you can shut the fuck up talking to my kid like that because I will beat your ass. You in them big ass boots that's big as me, bitch. I'm ready. All this shit, blah, blah, blah. I cussed his ass out all the way to the fucking elevator. So we sitting in the downstairs part because I'm like, damn, I said somebody ride, blah, blah, blah. So they squirm in the building looking for me because he was embarrassed. He got cussed out. So basically they was like, yeah, this her, blah, blah, blah. They ended up trying to arrest me for disorderly conduct and shit. So I'm all in the basement of the courthouse, like with people. These motherfuckers was sneaking me fries from McDonald's and shit. Cause the man knew it was some bullshit. So we basically leave. I had to go to the city jail, not the county jail. So I got bailed out or whatever. My daughter's father, he was in Missouri at the time. He had bailed me out or whatever. I had ended up going back to court. They dropped everything and gave me all my money back because it was basically like some teach me some lesson shit. But my thing was like, damn, y'all made me miss. I just dropped back into college. And y'all made me miss my Jesus class. Like, how do I explain this to Jesus? Like, damn, my bad guy. I had to cuss this fucking cop out because he was cussing on my daughter. I don't even think I ever explained that shit to Jesus. He just gave me a pass. Fuck it. I know her. That's my dog. Me and Jesus, cool. He already know me. I don't apologize for shit. That's my dog. And if you ask Jesus about me, he gonna tell you I'm his dog and he my dog. Shit. That's my dog.
That's cool.
That's not one of the only time I been to jail, y'all. I ain't never been to jail ever again.
Man, what you just said just made me think about this Kevin Samuel video. This chick was coming and talking about, yeah, Jesus my homeboy and all that stuff. And he lit into her so quick. Like, that's so disrespectful. Oh my God.
But how? Because aren't we supposed to have our own relationships with God?
Yeah, but you know, he old school too, though. So he got them old ass thoughts.
Old school how? Because you old school people have your relationship and us old school people have our relationship. Like, we all don't have the same relationship with our parents. Like, you look at it. You take your parents. Your relationship with your father is different than Sean's relationship versus Ryan's relationship. You know what I'm saying? We all don't have the same relationship, so we all can't have the same relationship with God. He all our daddy. So when I say God brought Jesus here, Jesus is my homeboy. And I will cuss Kevin Samuel's ass the fuck out. That's the problem. People be having... That's the thing, though. We be so wrapped up in our own personal opinions that we feel like our opinion is the only opinion that matters. So you really be ready to argue with somebody when fucking why? That's their opinion. Let them people feel how the fuck they feel. What you think don't make me money. You know what I'm saying? Like, Kevin Samuels do the most. Shit. Arguing about somebody saying Jesus is their homeboy. Jesus is definitely my homeboy. Shit. There's all the shit Jesus that kept me out of hell. That's my dog. And I ain't out here paying tithes. Jesus is my dog.
Yeah, all that nonsense ain't got nothing to do with him. That's some nonsense people done came up with. But hey, did you hear that KFC? That's not real chicken. Did you hear that? Because if that's true, I can't eat
Damn,
KFC.
Sasha jumped up. She didn't hear that. You hear that either? My God. What did they say it was?
I don't know. This is what somebody told me. You know, motherfuckers be talking. And this is what they, you know.
Oh, the only thing I heard wasn't real was the stuff they were serving at Subways.
Right, so what is that? Like, they putting some miscellaneous meat and they got some tuna spray in the bag? Like, they spraying them bitches to smell like tuna? Like, what is happening?
I've never gotten a tuna sandwich, so I don't even know what the fuck it smell like. I mean, I'm just saying, I make tuna at home for my husband. I like tuna as well. My daughter actually, she's starting to get into tuna, so we make it at home. But I have never personally been anywhere and ordered tuna because for what? You know, I don't know. I think my husband is nasty because he goes to Subway and order meatball subs. Like, you eating that shit? You know what I'm saying?
I don't even fuck with Subway.
Oh, shit, I fuck with Subway. They got them fucking protein bowls.
I like Penn Station, and I will eat Jimmy John's, but Penn Station.
No, we don't got none of that here. You either got Jimmy John's or Subway. And me, I had Jimmy John's to deliver when I worked at the station, but I will go to Subway first. It's a firehouse around here, but I'm just not too keen on firehouse. Me, I think what I like more about Subway is you get the sauces and you make that shit how you want to. So we usually get like the spicy Italian, like shit you can see.
Tubby's.
We don't have Tubbies. Remember when I was down there, I always had Tubbies. We don't have none of that. We don't have none of that.
I don't know, but I'd be like, fuck all that, because that one chicken shawarma spot.
The fucking broomstick is making the entrance in Rants and Road. This fucking broomstick is a special guest.
Yes, honey. That chicken shawarma combo, you can get the damn sandwich. You can get fries or a fatu salad and a drink for like $7.35.
That's what I get at the mall all the time. When I go to my Mediterranean spot, I get my shawarma with my fatu salad. I literally started to get a fatu salad today, but my husband said, let's just go to Fridays and get them strawberry hennies. So I was like, shit, strawberry henny it is. Hell, it's something about that. I mean, if y'all ain't been to Fridays, go ahead and try that strawberry henny. It is something else. It is.
Not a strawberry henny, honey.
Yes, that's not strawberry henny.
I
mean, the food is good too, but I'm saying we did have a strawberry henny as
well. Fridays fell off. Fridays was good back when you could get that strawberry applesauce. Fridays on some bullshit. They ghetto. That's what they are.
No, that one by you is ghetto.
Shit.
That one by you got a DJ on Fridays. It's definitely ghetto.
And
that shit ain't even called Fridays no more. It's called Club Fridays.
That motherfucker is ghetto.
Yeah, strawberry henny, shoddy. Love 83. Not for meatball. You eat that meatball sandwich at Subway? Ooh. My God, we gotta pray for Shoddy Love 83. My thing is, I know you be shitting, and it's okay to admit it, but that meatball sub look like it goes straight through you.
Your ass is crazy.
It do. That meatball sub. Let me tell you though, you know what? I love that my husband do not fuck with. He do not fuck with Chinese food. I was like, today, ooh, we ain't had Chinese in a minute. That motherfucker looked at me and looked away. I was like, I guess it's going to be another minute. And I love Chinese food. But when he had no expression, it was like a dead look. And then he looked away. I said, shit. In my head, I knew to change the subject. So at that point, I was like, well, shit, what we eating? He's sitting here cracking up now. Because he do not fuck with that shit. It's not even a whole cat dog narrative. I don't even think he like it. And then it'd be crazy because he only think it's funny when I mimic the Chinese people because I get shit with a whole bunch of sauce. And I'd be like, she said, hold it like this. Hold it like this. He like, oh, you want to go where you got to hold it like this?
You dog. No,
shit.
I don't really fuck with that Chinese food either. I mean, I would eat it back in the day from Northland Mall, from Flaming Walk for whatever reason, because 3 niggas could eat off that bitch. But I don't really eat that. I do like China City's coconut shrimp. That's about it. And then I like wonton soup. But yeah, I don't really be messing with that Chinese. I don't need no General Chow and all that. I'm good. I don't know what that shit is.
I need a Szechuan chicken every now and then. It's something about it. I don't know. But see, he been off, celebrating his birthday for the past couple weeks. So I'm like, we doing something, the kid gone and shit. So I'm like, well, we ain't had Chinese food in a minute. So I guess I'm going to just be getting that shit when he go back to work.
I a house with like the kids gone for days.
That ghetto ass flaming wok though, you literally could feed a family of 4 off of one plate. You could.
With that Kool-Aid, my God.
Ooh, that Kool-Aid put you into a coma instantly. That Kool-Aid, I said, okay, y'all. So, have y'all ever had a Kool-Aid so thick that you didn't need to really eat? That shit filled you up too? Because that's how that Kool-Aid at the Flaming Wok was. It was so sweet and it was so thick. Like you would forget you was hungry.
Get some water. Yeah. Nigga, arm. Glad to touch.
Did you watch them BET Awards?
No.
Honey, I did watch it the next day. I said, you know what, because I was tidying up. Because I do my, let me get a sip right quick. I try to do my cleaning and stuff. Mm-hmm. So I cut on them BET Awards. For one, I do want to say Taraji, I think, did a decent job hosting. But I don't understand why the BET Awards still come on. They say we do it for the culture. But it's like, do the culture even do it for the culture? You know what I'm saying? Like, who's watching this? Like, who's doing it? And then it was like, I remember back in the day when we had, like, remember when 106 and Park started and the BET Awards had, like, started and stuff and it was a thing? Especially after the Source Awards, and it was a thing. Like, they gave a fuck about performances, and it was just, I don't know. When I looked at the BET Awards this time, because I don't even think I've seen the BET Awards. It's been years. I didn't even know they still really did it. So I knew they did the rap ones. I don't even watch the hip hop awards or whatever. But I knew they did that because it's always some kind of controversy. So when I looked at it, I was very happy that Jasmine Sullivan got Album of the Year, because I probably paid hotels for 2 months straight. Like, I probably paid hotels so much, I was hoping that my daughter wasn't listening. Like, shit, please don't listen for these hotels. I had to play like other shit when she got in the car. But yeah, I don't know. I didn't know none of the music. I didn't know nothing. I was so, the only song I was able to sing to was the song off of Hotels with Jasmine Sullivan and Ari Lennox. I wasn't able to sing shit else. I didn't know nothing.
Yeah. But no award shows. I
literally never watched. I didn't used to watch no award shows but the BET Awards, and now I was like, shit. I mean, Cardi B, and that was another thing, you know, with it, because I saw in the blog, like, how she came out with her pregnancy, like, through the awards, and then she would start posting all the pictures. So it was like, that's what made me turn it on, to see these things that people was talking about. Like, you go back to the Benzino thing about the Lil Nas X performance. Like, if you really, like, looked at the awards, like, what Lil Nas X did ain't no different than shit we done seen in the performance before. I think the only thing that turned people off is the fact that there was like 2 men kissing. But I mean, for fucking what?
That's why I said it's not about the sex to me. It's about the fact that in general, I think we promote sex too much. See, people get caught up in all that. I don't care nothing about that. That's, you know, whatever. But I think all the sex is just not necessary. It's not.
But if you look at it, that's what's in music. Like, if you look at, like, female rap is about being sexy and over sexual. Male rap is about getting money and fucking bitches. R&B is about like love and making love and shit. Like, you don't see a lot of R&B from males, especially like it was in the 90s, where they sung about deep love, like really being in love and that like their feelings and stuff like that. Like today is really about getting your rocks off, getting that nut.
Yeah, you know that motherfucking Joe.
My God, you said, listen, this versus tomorrow. This shit about to send me.
You said
Honey,
who? Bobby Brown and Keith Sweat.
I don't know what Keith Sweat. Now, if Keith Sweat can do, like, if they can have a catalog, he can stretch some things. But even with a catalog, like, if you take it, I mean, you got the catalog, it's Bobby Brown. But if it's like, okay, everything Bobby Brown and with new edition, like, Keith Sweat is about to lose this versus. Listen, soon as Bobby Brown play Tenderoni, me and Lloyd probably gonna make a baby. Honey, because when he plays She's My Tenderoni, my God. It's over.
Who's gonna be the godmother? I'm not playing with you. They ain't gonna have no kids.
I don't know who gonna be shit. You can be the godmother. Hell, everybody on this live can play a part in this guy because I'm trying to tell y'all when she's my tenderoni. Hey, she's my only love. If I was Whitney Houston, I would have been after Bobby Brown too. That nigga was basically fucking the stage. I said, shit.
Like, Bobby Brown.
That whole Don't Be Cruel album is gonna eat Keith Sweat alive. Only thing Keith Sweat got is I wanna see you at the very last stop. And I want your body, baby.
He better come for Stopped Up tomorrow.
Baby, what? If Keith Sweat motherfucking nose ain't plugged up, we don't want to hear it. See. Baby. Listen, Keith about to have to come with the broccoli look too. He need that high top fade, that fucking black silk shirt open. Cause ain't nobody gonna be checking for Keith. That's the only advantage he probably gonna have over Bobby. Back in the day, Bobby could have probably pulled all the hoes. You know what I'm saying? Both of them. But today's Bobby, don't nobody want Bobby but that motherfucking light-skinned bitch that's been up his ass his whole life, the one he married to. Keith Sweat, on the other hand, that black is not cracking, okay? Keith still looks Keith Sweatish. The problem is who was listening to his crybaby ass music. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know. They better bring their tomorrow because Bobby Brown looking like he sleep with a CPAP.
He probably do some. Listen, Bobby, if y'all looking for Bobby to get up and be performing like old school Bobby, don't look for that. Bobby probably not even about to be singing them songs. He probably gonna let the track play. That Bobby not about to give you no performance. There's not gonna be no Escape, Bow Wow, Soulja Boy shit. This is about to be verses. So if y'all looking for a concert, don't be looking for Bobby Brown to go. And you know what? To be honest, Bobby might just come out and surprise people. He might come out and be trying to give people a little 1-2 step. The thing is, don't be judging Bobby on them steps that he might give because we already know. Bobby Brown, when Tenderoni came out, was probably 120 pounds. Bobby Brown today is probably like $120. So, no, $2.20. I take that back. Not $1.20. He probably like $2.20. So, just be mindful. But I'm trying to tell y'all, when Tenderoni come on, it's gonna be over for Lloyd. OVA. I already told him. Shit.
Help us.
She's my Tenderoni.
I don't know. What I do know is, I guess I'll go ahead and tune in. You know, I might go ahead and tune in. That's Soulja Boy and versus. So what? Them two people, shit. The versus last time. It was alright. You know, I just felt, I don't know. Congratulations to them both. Won't he do it? God bless them. Yeah. I don't want to say nothing negative. But that damn Whitney Houston, when she got little, remember she was real, real little and her wig was bigger than her whole body? And she over
When
there
she
looking,
was looking up on the BET Awards.
ton hair on my body.
Remember, she was like clapping at the mic and rise and beat and bye and bye. And, cause she was talking a long time and then she started clapping at the same time. I was like, damn.
Honey, she was high. That's
But
that.
listen, Nippy did her thing, okay? To the day she died, she still had that voice. I don't know, because now that you talk about Whitney Houston, what's up with Ray J and Wendy Williams?
You know
Because Ray J was with Whitney. Remember, Ray J wanted to be buried with Whitney. Remember, he jumped in her casket. I mean,
you think he was hitting that old pussy?
hey John, yeah, Ray J was fucking her. That's the thing. Like, you'll be like, oh, pussy. Your pussy don't have no expiration date. As long as you keep up with that motherfucker, you probably can be 70 still getting that bitch dust off. Like, stop playing. I'm sure Ray J was fucking her. The way he was acting all whatever when she died. Remember, he was like falling over the casket. He couldn't believe it. Now he out here arm to arm with Wendy Williams. But I don't think he fucking win. Well, like Wendy Williams.
Wendy looked like she needed a hand. He was just probably her like
Now he was giving her a hand.
Yeah. See, what be going on with Wendy Williams though? Like, I'm not trying to be funny or nothing, but she looks so sickly off of camera. You know, she looks very pale.
She looks sickly on camera.
Oh my god, she be looking.
I mean, you know what? Shawty love 83. I honestly don't feel no way about Bill Cosby. Like, to be honest, like, I'm happy he'll be able to get a fair trial. I know that he admitted to like, you know, whatever he was accused of doing. But at the end of the day, I feel like it's still a slippery slope, because who's got to say that these women didn't know what they were getting themselves into? Like, you look at the Harvey Weinstein situation when they backtrack, even the R. Kelly situation. When these women backtrack, they all had an agenda. So they may have looked at Bill Cosby like, okay, well, if I do this situation with him, drink this drink with the Quaalude in it and blah, 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 I'll be in mainstream TV one day, and that didn't work for them. If you look at it all, like Bill Cosby, Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein, Donald Trump, I mean, the list goes on. Like, this has seems to be an issue, but I feel like, and I don't victim shame here because I don't know, I wasn't there. You know, we as adults, especially, you know, I can't take the Jeffrey Epstein thing because these were kids, but Bill Cosby and others like Harvey Weinstein, these were adults who made the conscious decision to go ahead and take these drugs. You look at the T.I. situation. These women came out to say, oh, I saw these trays of drugs and I took the money, but I was raped. Like, no, I don't think at that point it becomes rape. You were just drugged and fucking. I don't know. Like, you took the money and blah, blah, blah. So I don't have an honest opinion about the Bill Cosby thing, to be honest. When I saw that he was being released, like he even got a chance for a fair trial, it made me emotional, but I was emotional just for the fact that he could get a fair trial. If Bill Cosby goes back to jail, you know, the victims got the justice that they were served, but at least he was able to get the trial that was fair to him as well. So I'm glad to see that he's getting this chance in life, especially seeing as though this is a case where he admitted to the wrongdoing that he did, but I don't think it was still a situation where these women didn't know what they were getting themselves into.
Right.
So, yeah.
I don't way either.
That's why I had called you earlier too, because I was like, damn, if I was still in town, we probably would have went to the sushi place. Just because we used to call that man Bill Cosby. The bartender, waitress.
Yeah, get some of that sushi and some of them noodles.
Sushi. And them drinks. I swear that man used to serve us shit that wasn't on the menu. Oh no.
I don't know him and his machete stories.
I know him and his stories about his daughter. Every time, and I don't know why I always went in there and asked him about his daughter, because shit, once you asked him about his daughter, that was it. He ain't leave the table like, damn, it's other people here. Shit. Take them they sushi.
He's happy about it. God bless him. God bless him.
He loves his kid.
Next house, I got to have one of them things with a net.
So them screen damn porches.
Yeah, sit there and be, you know, or even a gazebo with the screen and be unbothered, because this is too much, you know.
Oh, yeah.
This is too much, and it'd be a lot going on in the crib, you know, dogs acting the fool, kids acting the fool, and I just like coming out here.
Actually, we've been liking our outside too. But to be honest, they spray out here, so we don't have that bug issue. Like, we got them black flies. I think them like roaches. No matter how much you combat them bitches, they gonna be here. But they spray, aerial spray for like mosquitoes and all that shit you got flying around you. So if I went outside right now, I wouldn't really have that issue. Oh my God, them firecrackers is right behind the house. Shit.
Why they be so loud with them bitches? Like, it was a cannon going off. Girl, how about the police came through here the other night and they was in our backyard? I don't know why.
Yeah, that's why y'all need that fence. That's why y'all need that fence right now, because that fence, they would have to knock on your door, because they can't just go through your fence.
Yeah, they probably was looking for somebody. I'm thinking somebody was running around doing something and had no business. And
I'm thinking that too, but they still couldn't just run in your backyard. They would have had to ask you.
Yeah. 3 a.m., honey.
Huh?
3 a.m.
3 a.m.?
3 a.m.
What do you mean you thinking? What? That's a thought. Somebody was out there at 3 a.m. See, that's, I would have been stressed out if police came into my door. And the thing is, you don't even got to come to my door because all them cameras go off. In my house, we would have got the ring alert, then all the damn motion alerts. And then I would have been stressed out. Because I can see Lloyd now waking me up, somebody out there. And then, you know, we can't keep a loaded gun around this bitch because how so many kids shooting themselves, you know, loaded guns in the house and blah, blah, blah. My thing is, too, you have a loaded gun, like, yeah, okay, cool, hide it. Like, I don't think I would be worried with just the three of us with it because, Madison, she ain't about to mess with no gun. But I don't know. I think I'm going to just tell him, like, even if we don't keep the bullets, you know, because we don't keep the bullets with the gun is, you know, by us, but it's not loaded, and then the bullets is all the way in the damn basement. We need to make sure that damn gun is loaded. Because at the end of the day, what we going to do? Motherfucking Sasha not going to defend us. She going to want to play with the motherfucking intruder. She ain't no vicious dog. She a bark until that motherfucker get in. Once you get in, you good. Shit.
You need a good old shot. Once they hear that boy like this,
no, that's what we got, a shotgun.
Oh, okay,
but it's not loaded. That's what I'm saying. Like, even if it did hear the it's still nothing we can do. Shit, you might get somebody who don't give a fuck about that damn noise. They might want to get shot.
Get a hole in you, it's over. I
can't have a hole in you if the gun's not loaded. That's what I'm saying. The gun's not loaded. Yeah. What is so funny? Lloyd is tickled. Come sit up here with us. No. Come back because we always talk about how crazy you is.
I be crazy off camera.
Yeah, put your robe on for 5 minutes. Because you think this shit funny, so tell them why the damn gun ain't loaded. But you can't come up until you put your robe on.
I'm not coming, but I just talk off camera.
Oh, he's shy. Okay. Not here, talk off camera. No, you don't talk off camera. The fuck? They want to see you or nothing at all. It's going to be nothing at all. Okay, so stop laughing. Thank you.
What is happening?
Because Lloyd be acting crazy. He over here cracking up because he know that damn gun ain't loaded. And why you don't want the people to see you? You always be in the comments talking bullshit.
You're crazy. Byron just bagged up in the driveway.
Honey, Shade and Shenanigans was so crazy. With me on that damn Zoom. Was I on Zoom? I felt like I was on Zoom shit. But
you can't see us though.
Yeah, that is so crazy. Like literally, I could only see me. Like how we're doing this, it would be like you just on live where you can only see you like at the camera.
And just
can't see. You can hear everything, but you can't see nothing. So.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So I was like, oh, like I was trying to, cause I'm sure like how y'all couldn't see me, I'm sure Miles could see me. Cause you know, the video from his end. So I'm like kind of trying to be mindful of the things I was saying or the faces that I was making when he was saying things, such as his visits every Wednesday and Thursday. So I was like, oh my God. And then I had to take me a little side break when because before the show started, I was taking my medicine. So on the commercial break, I was trying to finish up my medicine. And Lloyd was like, no, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I know Miles probably looking at this video like she is super ghetto in real life. But hey.
I don't even know if Miles was paying attention, honey.
He probably was asleep, to be honest.
Asleep. I don't think Miles was paying attention. He sure ain't saying nothing, girl, but he got the chumming it up. He was getting real chummy.
In the show, he was trying to be Big Wit. I'm still here. Fucking muting my mic, nigga. Unmute my shit. It's like, no, I'm just playing.
You was crazy. It was a good show, though.
That was scary, though, like the floods. Because it was bad up here, but it wasn't that bad as it was down there. But it was like roads was standing water where it was questionable. But I'm like, so this is the one day we really gonna have to say, okay, fuck it. Cause Lloyd like, no, I ain't going. Cause you know I had to go to the funeral anyway. He like, nah, you can go do that funeral by yourself. I was like, well, what about the show? I'm not. He was like, no. No, so you want me to just drive through the fucking river by myself? Nah.
Not the river, honey. Now, why these niggas gotta make all this damn noise? What is this shit about? You hear that shit?
The fireworks, yes.
Every time this bitch is a cannon in the background. Now they ain't did it now, but it's gonna be like boom. Watch. That don't make no sense.
Well, wait till Sunday, honey. The 4th of July about to be lit.
Oh my God. I think we probably.
Why I had a dream though on some real shit, like it could have been yesterday or the day before yesterday, but my brother-in-law in town. So I literally had a dream that my brother-in-law was like, yeah, let's get a whole bunch of fireworks for the kids. Like, what kids? I'm like, what kids? The kids and the family. Like, you want to invite everybody over to pop fireworks? And he was like, dead ass. I was like, listen, we live on a block full of old people. That's not happening. You can pop fireworks, but you need to go do that shit at somebody else's house. And we'll do it. Like, literally in my dream, we had to figure out where it was substantial to pop fireworks because this wasn't the neighborhood. And it was like in my dream, my brother-in-law was like, I'm sure it's people in your neighborhood that pop fireworks. Like, yeah, because they ghetto and don't give a fuck about the neighbors. My fucking across the street neighbors is like 93. They don't need to hear that shit. Yes, I live on a block of old people. We probably the youngest people on our block. And the other across the street neighbors. Other than that, everybody is geriatric.
My God.
Shit. They don't want to hear that bullshit. I'm like, fireworks. My neighbors is 90. This was in my dream. I said, oh, hell no. Mm-mm. Ain't that crazy, boo? Does that sound like some shit Lewis would do, though? Let's get some fireworks for the kids. No, take that shit back to Maryland. The fuck?
The best thing I could ever do was name fucking Rants and Robes because you're fully covered.
Not fully covered.
Yep.
Gee.
Coverage and
I think at this point, we on like, what, episode 15 of Rants and Robes? These people already know what to expect from me. They probably like, this motherfucker gonna have some kind of ghetto-ass story or some fucking that spit out crazy. I don't know. After Rants and Rolls have become like therapy for me though. Cause when I be watching this shit back, I be like, damn, that really happened to me. Shit. And when I get to talk about it and just see like, damn, I really overcame this bullshit, it makes me feel strong and independent in life.
Well,
but Rants and Rolls help me out.
I am so happy to help. But did I put that thing about your mom in that buffet in that advertisement?
No, you did not. And you don't have to, honey. You do not have to.
I think it's a trailer. I think it's in. Did you want? I sent you the trailer. I thought.
No, the one that you had on the commercial. That
No,
got all of the shows on it.
It's another one. The trailer got all the shows too. But I think it's the one with the one you talking about your mom in the buffet.
No, I don't think I've seen the trailer.
My
mama is somewhere in the spirit right now trying to probably be ghetto. She never could shake her ghetto-ness. I don't know. My mama was an usher at church and was late. Like, how the fuck do you show up? If church starts at 11, as an usher, you had to be there at least 45, 30 minutes early at the latest. You know what I'm saying? My mama didn't get to church. It was like fucking 11:30, 11:45. Like, how are you 45 minutes late to church? Not to usher, to church. And you still want to usher. She always carried them white gloves with her like they gonna find me a post. Like, yeah, with the rest of the late motherfuckers. And they, lo and behold, they always found her ass a post. That's why she never got right. That's why she never got right.
Bless her heart. She strolled.
My mama probably would have been late to her funeral if she wasn't already dead. My God.
That's how some of us be though. Everybody ain't timely.
My grandma too, actually. Actually, you know, when my grandma, she was sick going on to the hospital and she did not want to go. She wanted to finish her food. So like whatever they did to her at the hospital, when all her food was coming back up through that thing, they was like, well, she had a full stomach. I was like, yeah, she had just ate. Shit, she wanted to eat before she went into emergency. You know, black people, we be knowing we be sick, but fuck, emergency be our last resort. By the time you get there, you be pumped full of Vernors.
Yeah, because ain't nothing good coming out of emergency anyway, you know.
No, not for real. Especially if every time you leave, they tell you to go see your PCP. So what the fuck did you do? Because I'm going to have a $200, $300 bill at the end of the day. So when I go see my PCP, what can I tell them happened here? Nothing?
Yeah, the emergency, and you really don't learn this till you work for them. It puts you in perspective. But you know, you go to emergency for emergencies, and for like labor and stuff like that. You go, but everything else, you don't need stitches and shit like that. You need to go to the urgent care. It's not even worth them hitting your shit up. I bet you the copay probably about $150 by now. It was like $100 the last time I knew. You know, I don't go to no.
It is like $150 something. That's why I go to the urgent care. I don't hardly go to emergency. Actually, the last time I went to emergency, it became a big thing at my job, and I had to like go to HR and shit by my boss. I don't try to go to emergency. I do try to go to urgent care or call my PCP because at the end of the day, I don't have time to pay these fees if y'all not gonna do shit. If your advice to me is gonna say go see your PCP anyway,
they damn near handing out crack pipes in that bitch, but they ain't gonna do shit else. Want to crack?
More than any other group.
Black folks go to church.
I mean, well, I think, is that Dawn? Okay, I think I said it right, Dawn. So Dawn, I do agree that black folk do go to church a lot, but I think it goes back to slavery. Like, that's really all they had was God, Jesus, religion, and all of that. So then it's like through times, through freedom and everything, church became bigger. And now you have mega churches and everything like that. But I think religion started back like in the slavery time. And that's why religion is a big thing in the black community. That's just my opinion, though.
Yeah, but it's sad because we still haven't figured a lot of shit out.
Yeah. But that's the ignorance. I was just talking about that today. Like, we're not taught a lot of things. And it's like and you have like personal houses that try to teach their kids, hey, we try to teach our kids like financial freedom and blah, blah, blah. But that's not the culture in general. Like as our culture, we're very ignorant to a lot of things. And we want to be in a position or seem like we're in a position where we aren't as ignorant as we are, but we're very ignorant. Like, we don't live these lifestyles that people seem to live or want to live, and they make comments on. And it takes education. You know, we have to start being more educated as a culture. Why is the black dollar so important? Why is it important that we stick together? What is this about? Like, you may have some people preaching it, but you have one person versus a culture. So if you only got 10 people really trying to make a difference, where is that going to go? We have to be educated and move forward as a culture for sure. It can't just be we're in this religion and we all fear God. Like, what? Like, if we look at religion it just itself and break religion down, we should have been had the rapture, right? Jesus been supposed to came back. I shouldn't even be here. You know what I'm saying? When you look at it, Jesus should have came back way before there was a me. So the rapture gonna always be coming. The world may always be going down. This may always be happening, but really, what does that mean? And the ignorance come in because people really don't. Here come the broom. But people don't really know that.
Bitch. The thing is honey, we don't even want to learn nothing though. We don't even want to know better. We want to argue. You know what I'm saying? It's really going to take us to want to know better. It's going to take us to get tired. We're really not tired enough, you know.
But when are we going to get tired? Because you look at it, they saying, oh, police is killing black people. Police been killing black people. Oh, well, this is what's going on. This shit has been going on. You know, is it social media now where we can see that it's widespread? Like, what's going to make us tired? You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing that y'all should comment on. What makes us tired? Like, when is enough going to be enough?
Well, I know this. I know that folk don't read that whole Bible front to back. That's what I do know, why they go toting it around. Because if they did, they will have even more questions. And then they really be getting to think just like this. Okay, he just put in the comments, slaves obey your master with fear and trembling. Okay, So why would God put something like that in there? For what? He's God. Like, if I created you, I don't need to tell you to fear me now. Be scared. I
But
created
there
you.
wasn't fear in the Bible. Like, that's the thing. When you look at the fear, like, let's go back to Peter walking on water. The fear on walking on water became because Peter was afraid to walk on water. Once Peter let down his guard, he was able to walk on water. It wasn't the fear. People are so caught up in being afraid that that's the interpretation. So like you said, people not reading the Bible. The Bible isn't full of fear. The Bible, one thing for sure and two things for certain, the Bible teaches us faith. And it's not faith in God, it's faith in you. You have to have faith in yourself to be able to make it to where you are, to make it to where you want to be. You look at Daniel, the things that Daniel went through and all of the Psalms. It wasn't a fear. Yeah, we all was taught to think that it was a fear in the Most High. But when you look at it, these people literally let down their own guards and trusted and had faith. And this is what brought them through. Like, you have to be able to interpret things. And that's why these churches are able to get people to give them their life savings. Because they teach this Bible in a way to how they want it to be. Oh, we should all be afraid of Jesus. Or we should all be afraid of living this life. And we should live this certain type of way. When that's not what the Bible is teaching us.
They teach fire and brimstone. If you don't do this, how many? Oh, you probably never heard my mom. But she has done this and I don't even respond. She'd be like, I mean, why do so-and-so even live like that? Now, aren't they afraid of going to hell? I just be like, Ma, people don't, you think like that. Like, and
Right.
like, what? We judge ourselves. Really? If you really want to know, you are your judge. God did his job. He got us here. It's up to us now.
Right.
I mean, if you don't believe it, just look at common sense. If if it was otherwise, he would intervene in kids getting raped, kids getting trafficked, people get murdered, all that stuff. He not doing that. Now, I'm not saying, I will not grant that there is not instances and there's not times that he intervenes, you know what I'm saying, or you have some people have protection or whatever. Well, people be tripping. The Bible supports slavery. Yes, it supports slavery, and it needed to, so that the slaves wouldn't question what they were in. You had to give them a certain mind, put that in their mind. I think that's why they had peace, or that's why we have church now, because that was the only day we was able to be with our people and have peace. So that stuck, you know what I'm saying, to the depths of us, and we all messed up. It ain't did nothing for us but make us worse. We all messed up. It's terrible.
But I mean, I'm not a Bible scholar, and I'm not about to pretend to be, but let's look back. I mean, from what I know about the Bible, we look at slavery or times like that in the Old Testament. Slavery was never a supported thing in the Bible. Like, let's look at Moses. When Moses went back to set the people free from slavery, all of these people were so ignorant and were comfortable building pyramids and doing what they were doing before Moses ever even had them to have the idea that they could be free, right? It was the faith, again, that we have to have in ourselves to know that this wasn't the life that we should have lived. Mm-hmm. Now, again, that's interpretation or however you want to live, but I don't think it was ever, the Bible was saying people should be caught up in slaves. Like, it was people's idealizing and worshiping other gods and everything else that put them in these situations. And then where people were put in front of them to show them the truth, the light, and the way, they were rebellious. So when these people did everything that they can do, and it was always brought back to Christianity, these people were always, boom, you look at the whole thing at Easter, God being buried, you know, and then rising again in 3 days, where you look at according to the Bible, once God rose again, everybody was confused. Like, what is this about? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think it was the Bible really promoted slavery. It was a faith thing. It's a faith-based thing. You gotta have faith in yourself. You have to see these things, interpret them for what you believe or for yourself, but you have to have faith. Like, one thing in the Bible teach you is faith without works is dead. That's not faith in the Bible. That's faith in you. I can't get anything done if I don't think that I can get anything done, right? So it's dead. But if I have faith, we do this. We continue to do this. This is 15 episodes now. So this faith in this being something and evolving into something, that's faith. If we didn't have faith in that, then we wouldn't be doing this. Yeah. So it's a you interpretation. Like, it's not, like, that's the thing. Like, we're so stuck in this mentality to think these things because this is what's taught to us.
Yeah, and then we argue with one another about the shit, and it's crazy. Yep. But if you ask me, shit, the rapture was that damn COVID that they created. Shit, the human created the rapture, sent a whole bunch of people home, child.
I agree with Sante.
Because I really do think that I do believe some people lost their loved ones, whether it was to COVID or natural causes or whatever. One will never know, because, you know, they were talking about how they were fudging those records, but people are definitely out here leaving the planet. But I think they exaggerated a lot of things. Hey, Shay. Brown, Carmel, Tay-Biz, Edward, Don, Al Capone, size 38C. What? Hell no.
38C? My God.
Jazz, what's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? In a minute, I'm gonna get off here, y'all, cause I gotta go make sure this man eat. He just got home. I gotta make sure he eat now.
I gotta make sure he eat. Honey, I had to order some food earlier.
Yeah, no, I got a steak. I'll go ahead and put on this, fire up this cast iron skillet. Put that steak in there.
Well, honey, go ahead and cook. Hey. Honey, go ahead and cook for your man. It is almost 10:30 anyway.
It is almost 10:30. I want something to eat my damn self. That's a shame. All right, y'all. Make sure y'all tune in to Sports Talk tomorrow at 5:00 Eastern Standard Time. Please tune in to the Porch Talk podcast. Look at the IGTV video on my wall. It'll show you what it's about to be about. It's about domestic violence. This young lady lost her mom, and they believe it's her ex-boyfriend that was the reason for her demise. So you definitely want to watch that. You know, I put the video together, and she really liked that video. And so we're going to get into it because people need to be aware about domestic violence. They really do. You know, if people die at that, we dying at the hands of one another, you know, but that's another conversation. So do that. Go to rockyroadmedia.com and subscribe. Check out the new website. Check out how it's looking. You know what I'm saying? It's real dope. So go ahead, go through there, flip through there, you know, and like I said, subscribe. And let's see what else. You know, Vitamin D rolls through on Saturday right after Porch Talk at 5:00. You know, they bring us some foolishness. And listen, everything we do, even to the previous Rants and Rose episodes, they're all on YouTube. So you definitely want to go to YouTube. Go to YouTube, and subscribe. Because we go live with these podcasts on YouTube. Everything goes on YouTube. Yes, we go live on Facebook, but I'd rather just focus on YouTube because that's where everything is at. So you want to go and you want to subscribe there and you want to subscribe to the website because between those two, you will stay in the loop. That is for
ghetto as fuck.
Huh?
The fireworks.
Oh yeah, well you know I stay by 8 Mile Hood Hop Lollipop. You already know what time it is. The motherfuckers is fooling. Yeah, I'm probably gonna. So y'all, I'm probably gonna go in here and fry this steak up real good, and then I'm gonna come back on the porch, but I'm gonna be in the dark because I'm not fucking with this light, and I'm gonna go ahead and do my little rant in the story probably, and then yeah.
It's Rocky Road Productions LLC. But if you go to rockyroadmedia.com, you'll find all of the YouTube and all the information you need. And
Yeah.
y'all, please tune in tomorrow to Sports Talk. I got some good, juicy information for you guys. My show is actually done. I'm actually on offensive if I'm going to record it tonight because I've been ready to record because it's about to be that good. So tune in, go to both websites, Rocky Road Media or mywhitneyb.com. Check it out, everything that we got going on. It's going to be good. It's going to be live.
Yep. All right, y'all. See y'all next week. We was a little bit late this time, with some shit going on. But we'll see you next week, next Wednesday. Rants and Robes. All
All
right.
right, bye.
Bye.